Hello, and thank you for your interest in Flint River Habitat for Humanity's Homeowner Program. I'm Jordan Parker, our Public Relations Specialist, and I will be just going briefly through the slideshow today. If you have any questions, we will have an email at the end of the slide for you to reach out to. Flint River Habitat for Humanity was established in 1986 in Albany, Georgia, and our goal is to provide simple, decent, affordable housing. Right now, we have constructed over 175 to 180 homes in Albany, so Dougherty and Lee County areas. We do have a rigorous qualification process. One of the misconceptions of Habitat Homes is that we give away free homes, but in reality, we act like a bank and we sell our homes with a 30-year mortgage, and our homeowners receive a 0% interest mortgage. Our goal is to revitalize our community and provide these decent, affordable housing options for families. With our homeowner program, we have some basic qualifications that you must meet up front. So first, you have to be willing to live where we have land available. Currently, we have land available in Dougherty County in multiple locations. We do not currently have land in Lee County. That could be between 5 and 7 years down the road. But if you're interested in what we have available, we would love for you to apply. Next, you do have to have a steady source of income in your household. This can come from many different types of sources. So that includes any jobs that you have, Social Security, disability, child support, or any other additional income coming into the household. You cannot currently be in active bankruptcy, and if you have been in bankruptcy, you must have been out for at least 2 years. Next, you have to have decent credit or be willing to work towards better credit. This does not mean that your credit has to be perfect. In fact, we don't really look just at the number on your credit score. We look at every line item on your credit. So what we're looking for are charge-offs, collections, repossessions, and other past history of consistent payments that you've made. If you have any of these items on your credit, don't worry yet. We will go through it and help you figure out how to resolve these lines. So for example, if you know of any small charge-offs or collections, you can contact the company that holds the debt and ask for a settlement and a payment plan, or you can just pay it outright. We are looking to work on this throughout the homeowner process. Next, you must meet the HUD income guidelines. This is very important as we are not allowed to accept any application that does not meet the income guidelines. I'll show you that on the next slide. You also must show a need for housing. So that could be anywhere from you live in poor housing, poor living conditions, or don't have your own apartment, to you simply don't own a home. It's very fine if you live in a decent area and a decent apartment. As long as you don't currently own your own home, then you show an adequate need for housing. Finally, all members of the home over 18 must pass a background check and may not be listed on the sex offender registry. We are looking for any major offenses or anything that would be deemed unsafe for our neighborhood, since we do have a lot of children in the neighborhood, and no one is allowed to be on the sex offender registry in our neighborhoods. This is our HUD income limit chart for 2025. You'll see the top row shows how many people per household that you have. So you have a one-person household, a two-person household, and so forth. The middle row shows the minimum income requirement for that size household, and the bottom row shows the maximum income requirement for that size household. So for example, if you are a single person in a one-person household, the minimum you can make per year is $16,000, and the maximum that you can bring in per year is $42,700. Another example, if you are a single person with 3 children, you would be under the 4-person category. The minimum that your household can bring in is $22,850, and the maximum is $60,950. This includes all income for every individual in the household, including children if they have disability or child support. Now, child support is optional to be counted. If we count it, there must be a very consistent history printout of that, but we do not have to count it if it will put you over the income limits. Again, it is very important that you fall within this income range based on your household size. Otherwise, we cannot accept the application. Completing your application. This is a checklist that is included in the paper application of everything that you must submit with your homeowner application. So first, you have to complete the physical application packet. It's about 14 pages. There's just a lot of signatures. It's really not bad. Second, we do need a proof of identification. So we would need a copy of your driver's license or any ID that you have. Third, we need your paycheck stubs for 3 complete months. So if you get paid twice a month, that's 6 pay stubs. If you get paid once a month, that's 3 pay stubs. If you do not have an income that provides pay stubs, then you would not provide this. Number 4, we need statements or letters showing 3 complete months of any additional income. So that includes Social Security, disability, SSI, child support. We need the complete statement from that for 3 months. If you receive a yearly letter, we would just need that. So some people may have a combination of 3 and 4. Some may have number 3 or just number 4. But we need to see any income that you have coming into the household for any family member. Number 5, we need statements of 3 complete months of all bill payments. So that includes your utilities, your cell phone if you pay a monthly plan. We don't include prepay. Your cable, internet, any furniture loans that you have, any credit cards that you have, your car insurance, and any child care. So any bill that you pay monthly, we need to see 3 complete months of statements for each bill. Number 6, we need to see proof of rent payment for 3 months. So just 3 months of receipts from your rent. If you do not rent traditionally, just provide a statement explaining your living situation. If you rent from a family member or a friend and you simply pay part of the bill, please write a statement stating that and provide any proof if possible. Number 7, we need your bank statements for the last 3 months. This includes the entire statement, including all of the line items of your spending for any bank account that you have. So this includes regular checking or savings. This also includes online banks if you use them as a bank, so like Chime or Cash App. But we do not need your Cash App line items. We just need your bank statements. Number 8, if you filed an income tax return this year, we need the copy of your entire income tax return. Number 9, if you are renting traditionally, we need a letter of reference from your landlord. This can be short and sweet and simple, stating that you're a good tenant and that you pay on time. If you rent from a family member, they may also write a letter for you as your landlord. If you rent from a company that will not provide a letter of reference, please just let us know when you submit your application. Number 10, professional letter of reference. We need a letter of reference from anyone that you currently work with, have worked with in the past, or have volunteered with, or have seen you in a professional light. Number 11, a personal letter of reference. We need the same type of letter from a friend or family member or whoever you'd like to provide a letter of reference for you. Again, these do not have to be overly detailed. We just want to speak on your character, the type of person that you are, and if they believe that you would be a good applicant for our homeowner program. Number 12, we need an updated background check for every adult over 18 in your household who will be living in the Habitat home. Number 13, we need a $26 money order or cash from each applicant, typically only one applicant, so that we can run your credit report. If you are married and you are both going to be on the application, we would need this entire list from both of you. So, you could share your landlord letter of reference, but otherwise we need each individual person's pay stubs, proof of ID, additional income, any bill payments that you share, any bill payments that you don't share. We would need individual letters of reference, individual background checks, and an additional money order. This entire list must be complete before you submit your application. We cannot take incomplete applications. Submitting your application. Once you have completed your entire application checklist and provided all the necessary documents that we need, please email Kristen Casso at kcasso@flintriverhabitat.org. Kristen does prefer email based on her schedule. If you would like for her to call you, please email her and she will give you a call. But you must make an appointment with her to submit your application. Unfortunately, we cannot allow walk-ins. Once you make that appointment, you'll need at least 30 minutes for Kristen to go over your application in person, and she will look through everything that you've submitted to make sure there's nothing missing or to see if we need any additional documentation. Again, incomplete applications cannot be accepted, and our homeowner selection committee will not review them. The selection process. If your application meets initial requirements, Habitat's Homeowner Selection Committee will review applications in groups of 4 or 5. Our selection committee is made up of some really great industry professionals in the Albany area. So we have people like bankers, realtors, lawyers who look over your application to determine if they believe you'll be a good fit as a Habitat homeowner. These are volunteers, so they can only meet for about an hour at a time. So we are only able to get through on average 4 applications at a time. If your application is selected to move forward, you'll be contacted to schedule a home visit. Home visits are conducted by 2 board members from our homeowner selection committee. Don't stress, they're not coming to judge your cleanliness. They simply want to see that you are who you say you are. They want to see where you live and what your living conditions are like, and they just want to follow up and get to know you better. After that home visit, the homeowner selection committee will decide whether or not to recommend you for homeownership to the board. In this case, you will be contacted with an acceptance or a denial. This process can take anywhere from 2 to 4 months, so we do ask that you are patient with us. We will reach out to you as soon as we have any information available or if we need additional documentation. Requirements upon acceptance. If you're accepted and approved into the homeowner program, we're super excited and we can't wait to partner with you. There are a few things that you do have to complete once you are accepted in preparation for your home. This process can take anywhere from 1 to 2 years, depending on where we're at in the build process. So this is not a fast getting into a home process. It can take some time. But during that 1 to 2 years, you have plenty of time to complete these requirements. So you will have to complete a first-time homebuyers course. We do provide an option online so that you can take it at your own pace. You will also have to complete a Financial Peace University course, which is an 8-week online course that we provide. Habitat pays for that for you, and you also receive 18 to 20 volunteer hours whenever you complete this. Financial Peace University is a really great tool for budgeting and for learning about the home buying process and for learning how to manage money. So we love this program and we're excited for our homeowners to be able to take it. Next, you will have to pay $3,000 of closing costs for your home, and that includes your termite bond, your homeowner's insurance, your property taxes, and additional taxes that come with the closing cost of the home. While our lawyer does donate his time and fees to this, we do have this required amount that has to be paid based on those taxes and insurance. You do not have to pay that $3,000 up front. That can be spread out into a monthly payment plan depending on what you're comfortable with, but it does have to be completely paid before your home is completed and before you moved in. And last, you have to complete 300 sweat equity or volunteer hours. These hours are very important to us because they show that you are a willing partner with Habitat, and it shows that you are willing to work with us and willing to partner with us, willing to just be seen around and to be a part of this process as we go through it. 200 of those sweat equity hours must be completed by your immediate household. So whoever's living in the Habitat home will have to complete those 200 hours. Anyone over 14 years old can participate in our volunteer hours. Up to 10% of your hours, so 30 hours, can come from outside work, from like a charity, a school, a service organization, your church, but it must be approved by our family services director beforehand. Up to 100 hours can be donated to you by friends, families, coworkers, church members who are working at Habitat to volunteer for you. We do have a system set up for our volunteer hours and closing costs as you're going through the program to sort of incentivize that and to make it a little more fun for you. So after you complete 50 volunteer hours and pay $500 towards your closing cost, then you can select your lot for your home and your floor plan. After you've completed 200 volunteer hours and paid $2,000 towards closing cost, then you can select your paint colors, your flooring, your cabinetry, and your fixture color for your home. So all the fun parts. While this list may sound daunting, it goes by very fast. You will get updates for the home building process throughout the whole term, and you'll get to see, how it's coming along, and it's going to be over before you know it. Our current neighborhoods. Right now, we've got 3 properties available to choose from if you are to get approved for the homeowner program. So first, we've got this home in Pinedale Court, which is off of Newton Road across from the airport, in one of our original Habitat neighborhoods in Albany. This home is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath home. It's 1,718 square foot, and it has been completely gutted for a remodel. So this home is not a new build. We are remodeling it, but it has been completely gutted, and it will have all brand new finishes inside. This home would be really great for someone who is comfortable with sharing 1 bathroom. So whether that's a single person, a couple, or someone with 1 child, that's completely up to our homeowner families who get approved if you'd like to select this home, but that's one that is available. Next, we have our 2nd Avenue properties. Currently, we have a home that is already standing at 517 2nd Avenue. It's a 4-bed, 2-bath home. It's 1,360 square foot, and it's a brand new build. This home is already built, so if we have a family that comes in who loves this location and is ready for their home and can complete their hours and their down payment quickly, then this home would be a really great option to be able to fast track a little bit. We do also have 1 more lot available on the 2nd Avenue property that will fit a 3-bed, 2-bath new build if anyone is interested in that as well. These lots on 2nd Avenue are part of our partnership with Phoebe. They are right behind Phoebe Hospital, and they're part of 5 homes that we are building there. They are all new build, they're all beautiful, and we're very excited to partner with Phoebe with those. Finally, we have our Brook Hollow subdivision. This is off of Lockett Station Road. So if you're going down Gillionville, you take a left on Lockett Station, go past the middle school, go past Indian Oaks, and then you'll take a right onto Brook Hollow Parkway. And then once you go there, you'll take a right onto Cedar Lake Lane, and we have 60 lots in this neighborhood. This year, we have built 5 homes there. We have 1 additional home coming up. So we'll have 6 total homes in this neighborhood so far. And we are able to do an additional 2 to 3 homes in this neighborhood for our next calendar year. So this is another great option for anyone who is interested in this area. These are all new build homes. We've got 8 different floor plans to choose from, which you'll see in the next slide. So for your home, particularly in our Brook Hollow area, we've got 8 available floor plans, so you can choose which one of those best suits your family. They have different layouts, different kitchens, different bedroom situations. For all of our homes, we also have 5 flooring options to choose from. You're able to choose your light fixture finish, your exterior and interior paint colors based on what we have available, and you are able to choose your cabinets and countertops from a pretty wide variety of options. So the home really feels like your space because you sort of get to semi-customize it. Your mortgage. So again, with Habitat Homes, there is a misconception that they are free homes given to the community, but we have a rigorous application process, as you've seen, just like a standard mortgage through a bank. The difference is that with Habitat's homeowner program, you receive a 0% interest mortgage over the lifetime of the mortgage. This is a standard 30-year mortgage, so you would have a monthly payment for 30 years. The other difference is that we can be a little more lenient when it comes to like credit and your history and with working with you. So it's a really great option for any families who don't traditionally meet the requirements for a standard mortgage at a bank. So who will you pay your mortgage to? Again, Flint River Habitat for Humanity does act as the bank, but we use Synovus Bank to take our mortgage payments. So every month you would take your payment slip to Synovus and pay your mortgage there. Again, your mortgage payment will include your principal payment and your escrow. So escrow includes your taxes and insurance. So that is rolled into your monthly mortgage payment so that you don't have to pay one chunk every year. Your principal is the cost of your home divided into 30 years, and that amount will never change. But your escrow amount may change, causing a little increase or decline in your mortgage payment every year based on taxes and insurance of that year. Again, your escrow includes your homeowner's insurance, your termite bond, and your property taxes. Most of our properties do not require flood insurance. One thing that does separate us from traditional mortgage is that we have the right of first refusal if you decide to sell your house. So, for example, if you purchase a Habitat home and in 5 years you need to sell and move for work, then you would list your home with a real estate agent at fair market value. Once you have a contract on your home, they will contact Flint River Habitat and ask if we would like to purchase the home for that asking price. The reason that we do this is so that we can keep our habitat neighborhoods, again, like safe and stable, and so that we can introduce more families into our habitat neighborhoods. This isn't always a guarantee that we will purchase the home back from you. If we refuse that, then you may sell it to whoever has a contract on it, but we do like to have that option to be able to purchase it back from you if you were to sell. This also leads us into our home equity slide. Equity builds every year as you pay on your house. Your equity can include things just like your monthly payment. So let's say you've paid $10,000 in your house, you've got $10,000 of equity. Equity can also change whenever the real estate market changes. So for example, if you purchase your home for $150,000 one year, and the market increases, then your home may be worth $180,000 in a few years. So that's a $30,000 instant equity. In order to avoid our habitat neighborhoods from being flipped and from people just gaining money off of the homes, we have set up a home equity schedule. So after each year listed on the screen is how much equity will be available to you if you were to decide to sell your home. So for example, in the first 5 years, if you were to resell your home, you would receive 0% of that equity, and any equity gained from the house would come back to Habitat. So that's not saying that you're losing money necessarily. It's just saying that if the home is worth more than the value, that you would not be able to flip that home and make money off of it, but that Habitat would benefit from that. Each subsequent year goes up by 10% all the way to the 15th year at 100% equity. So at 15 years, if you decide to sell your home and it's worth $50,000 more than you paid for it, then you would receive all of that equity back. Again, we do this to protect our habitat neighborhoods from turning into rental homes. This slide shows some of our current homeowners in action. We've got some really great fun pictures here. Top left, you'll see Danielle. She's got a beautiful brick home on North Monroe behind Phoebe. This home is gorgeous. It actually had to meet some rigorous standards by the Historical Society. So we've got that beautiful brick home right there on North Monroe. Next to that, we've got Nikeria. She's out at Brook Hollow. She's with a really great group of volunteers who are painting her house. Top right, we've got Tequila. She is actually painting her home there in Brook Hollow. Our bottom left, we've got Celicia. She also has a beautiful brick home on North Monroe. Bottom middle, we've got Miss Shicambria, and that is her family painting her home in Brook Hollow. And then bottom right, we've got Miss Kiana, who is helping us at a Phoebe Volunteer Day on North Monroe. She is very excited about her home in Brook Hollow. But we love to see our homeowners getting involved and volunteering with us and coming to the restore, helping us sort things, helping us in the office, helping us on fun paint days. It's really a great program for you and your family to get involved with and to bring friends and coworkers in on. So finally, if you have any questions, please email Ms. Kristen Casso at kcasso@flintriverhabitat.org. Again, she is best reachable by email. If you call and leave a message, she may get it, but it might take a little longer. So she does respond to email a lot faster. If you need her to call you, simply request that she give you a call and an email. And remember, if you submit your application, it has to be completely done before we are allowed to take it. You will have to contact Miss Kristen to set up an appointment to submit your application. Applications will be taken at the Restore at 2815 Old Dawson Road, but again, you do need an appointment to submit your application. Finally, if you are watching this digitally, we're very excited. We're sorry we couldn't meet you in person, but if you would like to pick up an application, again, email Kristen at kcasso@flintriverhabitat.org and set up a time to come pick up an application from the Restore. We hope that this has been very informative for you, and we're very excited for you to start on the journey with Habitat in the homeowner program.